Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretending inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why don't you quit all that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how I be. Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I'll have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wild. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretending inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why don't you quit all that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how I be. Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I'll have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wild. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretending inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why don't you quit all that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how I be. Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I'll have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wild. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretending inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why don't you quit all that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how I be. Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I'll have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wild. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and them useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how Jeep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish some more. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and them useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how Jeep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish some more. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and them useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how Jeep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish some more. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and them useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? Shit till it's just a lie. It's just a real call. I can do say how Jeep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I have it for you. Embrace the light. Finish some more. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and them useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout that there's some money? شئت لجس لا أجسخ ينقلق تسيها قدي Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I will have it to you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wall. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout to the somebody? Shit till it's just a lie, it's just a real call, I can to say how Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I will have it to you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wall. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout to the somebody? Shit till it's just a lie, it's just a real call, I can to say how Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I will have it to you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wall. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that and they give you your bags and shout to the somebody? Shit till it's just a lie, it's just a real call, I can to say how Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come let's hang around under the light. I will have it to you. Embrace the light. Finish on my wall. Salute the light.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
To the Lite Hour Livestrea. I am your host, Raphael, and the Lite Hour live stream is a Litecoin dedicated live stream that we host on the Flipping Finance page every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 5 p.m. EST. So if you're someone who is even a little bit interested in Litecoin, or you're a core Litecoin believer, core Litecoin supporter that wants a live stream, a live show, a podcast where they can continue to engage in the Litecoin conversation, the Lite Hour live stream is definitely where you need to be. So we host this again. I'm going to repeat that every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 5 p.m. EST. So you're going to come here, you're going to hang out with me, and we're going to have a fun time. So what we do on the Lite Hour live stream, sometimes we have very interesting guests, right? Very important people. And, we get to talk about very important topics. Sometimes we get to do some TA, some, fundamental analysis or whatever. sometimes also we just get to talk about some very interesting things that I came across. For example, the last stream we did talk about the psychology of rotation and Litecoin by not Gifted. So the psychology of rotation was an article that he wrote, and we talked about that on the last stream. So today what we're gonna be doing is we're just gonna be hanging out. Okay, I'm just here to, just let's just look at where we are. Talk about what's going on and just vibe with you guys. Okay, so what I'm here for today is just to be with you guys. I so that's what we're doing basically. So first of all, I know, like, yo, what's up with everybody? Okay, how's everybody doing? Hope we're good. Oh my god, what I see, because the market right now is acting like a highway freaking rubber. That's what the market's acting like. The market's acting like it is out for blood. I saw the scan. I'm gonna pull up the charts in a little bit. And yeah, hooray! This is our first stream with the Starlink that we got. So I'm expecting this to actually go on very, very smoothly without any lags. God willing. So yay, something to be excited about. So I'm gonna pull up the chart right now. Oh my god, the micro time frames, bro, the lower time frames look absolutely fucking terrible. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, it is like, oh boy, it is hell in the micro time frames. And I know we're supposed to always zoom out and look at the bigger picture every single time, but honestly, like, you can't avoid looking at the the little 1 hour 2 hour candles. You can't afford not to look at it. It's so tempting. You have to look at it. You have to know what's going on. That's part of the package of being a believer, right? Being a diehard supporter of crypto or Litecoin or whatever cryptocurrency you support. Even you have to look at a chart. You just have to look at it, okay? And it's absolutely devastated. Oh my god, absolutely devastated. It's taking the stairway up and the elevator down. Classic. Get them hyped up and wrecked. So much liquidations happening in the hourly every single time. It is just terrifying to look at the lower time frames. But yeah, before we go into looking at charts and having fun today, I just want to say, if you're feeling this LTC t-shirt, this LTC merch that I'm putting on, right, I just want to say I got it from 84 million shops. So if you want to get one for yourself, you definitely need to check them out. So I have to disclose very quickly, this is not a sponsored shout out. I'm friends with the owners or the those that are running 84 million. So they're really great supporters of the channel. So yeah, I do feel the need to shout them out just because they're great people. And I really do believe that they have quality stuff, because I'm wearing it right now and it definitely is good quality. So I feel like y'all deserve to see it as well. So I'm gonna put that up right now on the screen so you can look at it. So that's 84million.com/shop if you want to get one of this Litecoin hoodies, one of this Litecoin sweatshirt for yourself. They have lots of really nice products on their shop. You can see that they've got hoodies, they've got this nice t-shirts, they've got this cap, and this Litecoin shirt. Oh my god, I don't think I've seen this one. This is actually so cool. I just had to look at it. Hold on. This is actually cool. They've got new stuff. I didn't know that they already had this. When did this come? This is probably here for a while, but I'm just seeing it myself. But you get the gist, right? If you want to get cool Litecoin merch, of course, you know where to get it from. You get it from 84million.com/shop. So yeah, we're gonna be going straight into what we're gonna talk about. Oh my god, what is happening? Litecoin bro. What is going on? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, Litecoin on the LTF wants to take our heart away. Basically, the entire crypto market has been in shambles. But quite ironically, I don't even know what to say about that. We don't seem to be doing anything at all on the HTF. And I know I have this very absurd squiggles here, but it's just to highlight the ascending consolidation we've been having, right? The higher lows. I just wanted to highlight it for the audience, because sometimes I don't know, for some people it might not be very obvious. So I thought I was just gonna do that to give people a little visual aid so they can know what they're looking at. Okay. But yeah, so far it looks scary, but like I cannot count the number of times Litecoin has looked this scary only to jump back up, get everyone excited again, and fall back within this channel. And it's actually been even more pronounced on when hold on. What's that? Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue what I was talking about. Oh, Jesus. It's actually been I just lost my train of thought right there. What the frick? Yeah. So if you look at it on the weekly, we've actually been you can actually see how we've been respecting this all the way back in the previous bear market consolidation, like 2 bear market consolidations ago, right? So this is the 2018 bear market. I think this was the bear market start or something like that, and we had this little relief rally. But you can see we generally respected it, right? We did respect like a bottom consolidation here before we had this little impulse move. And you can look at that, look at all this little I mean, we've been doing that for quite a while now, so basically I do not see any reason why we shouldn't respect it. But I'm definitely keeping my eyes open and anticipating the possibility that we just might see a fake out. So just might see a little fake out, probably a nasty close below this channel to probably cause max pain or something, or multiple closes, multiple bleeding candles just to cause max pain before we just go full send back in here. But like I've previously stated before, basically is that what I'm actually focused on the most, and what I've been paying attention to the most, is actually LTC against the metals. Basically, it's just the metals that I care about, because I'm looking at LTC against freaking. I'm going to show this right now. LTC against silver. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. This doesn't. Oh boy. Y'all give me a second. Oh my God.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Within scams and ruggers and things. Damn me, you be getting liquidated by pretend inefficiency and the useless tokens like this. Why don't you quit so that making me
I had to check something out real quick. Ooh. I had to check something out real quick. So Ooh. Yeah, so oh my god. Back to what I was talking about. What the freak was that? So I think I have to turn okay, yes, I've got this turned back on. So let's look at this, right? Let's look at LTC silver. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is LTC silver doesn't look good, right? It doesn't, but I don't know. I'm a perma bull, right? And just looking at the fact that this um, Litecoin looks very actively traded against silver. I mean, there's a very proper market structure that we can see here, and I personally believe that this has been, and I've said this for quite a while now, that this has been a predicament, right? This has been the reason why we haven't been able to have that bullish breakout against USD because basically against USD we have been very bullish, right? We've been having this very obvious bullish consolidation, but we just couldn't seem to find the break, right? We couldn't break out, we couldn't get to new all-time highs, and it's just been behaving very boring. So I'm just going to show that again so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like I said, multiple bullish consolidations, but yeah, we're not bullish at all against silver, and yeah, we seem to have broken down against silver. I don't believe this goes down far too long, and it's just like there are a lot of reasons. I don't want to talk about them live because a lot of them are obviously just very speculative, right? And if I start talking about them right now, I'm definitely going to sound like a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist. So I don't want to share no conspiracy theories today. But no, I don't think that this gets to last. This gets to last for long. I feel like eventually, like over the next like 2-3 years, we're gonna look back at this chart and it's just gonna look like a little fake out. That's just my opinion. Because since these assets, right, Litecoin and silver, Litecoin and gold, are very actively traded against each other like this, I mean, the reverse flow of liquidity just offers the better upside, right? The reverse flow, the move from silver to LTC or from gold to LTC offers, just much more significant upside. So I don't see how this would end up being, just breaking to the downside and bleeding to zero. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, I mean, it's a $6 billion asset versus a $3 trillion asset for silver, if not more right now. And 20 something trillion dollar asset for gold. So I do think that the market's just trying to get people out. That's my interpretation. Obviously not financial advice, because of course I'm just a dude on the internet that's just talking about stuff that he barely knows anything about. But that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And I it's quite surprising, or I'm not gonna say quite surprising, because I've actually said this in a few streams back. I said that we might actually come very painful, but we're probably gonna come all the way down to 1 LTC per silver. Like, you can imagine that, right? We're gonna come all the way back to 1 LTC per silver. That's gonna be like, ouch. So I don't know which is gonna be. I don't know if it's like silver's gonna break all the way to I don't know, 80 bucks, and then we're gonna tap 80 bucks as well, and then it's gonna be like 1-to-1 or something. But yeah, if silver taps 80 and we just tap 80, this is still gonna bleed a little further. We're probably gonna see ourselves come all the way back down to somewhere around these levels. So we still have further to bleed. But altogether, I just think what's happening here with LTC silver is this. This pattern, this channel is just playing out. It was bearish for a very long time while we kept being bullish against USD, and it finally broke down. So I'm just gonna continue to update you guys on how this is going. I believe that once this is played out, then we're probably going to be able to get into a new market structure. So yeah, this is it in my opinion. So we're just gonna look at what that looks like against gold, right? So because gold also has something similar to that versus LTC. So I'm trying to load that up right now. So oh, oh, get out of here.
Embrace the light, motherfucker.
Oh boy. I had this gold chart loaded up. Every single time I have to reset the whole thing, it just goes back to the USD chart. Uh I like to use these TVC uh gold price because they has a much longer price history. Oh my god, what the freak was that? Okay, so yeah, this is LTC against gold. It's practically the exact same structure as LTC against silver. Scary similar patterns, right? Just look at that. Look at LTC against gold, and you know, it's just the exact same thing. It's just the exact same thing as LTC against silver. It's just that we've actually gone much lower against silver because I mean silver has been breaking new all-time highs. So yeah, we've just been bleeding against silver. Um, but I don't think this actually lasts very long, in my opinion, just because of how actively traded these assets seem to be against each other, and the fact that there's just more upside, you know, there's just more upside potential in the reverse direction for liquidity flow, right? The movement from silver into LTC, and I just expect capital to, follow the path of least resistance, which LTC is offering against these metals. So it's just about patience, right? It's about patience. The market is testing our patience, testing our conviction. Uh, you know, yeah, that's the way I look at it, right? That's the way I see it. But I'm just gonna continue to actively monitor this ratio. I think that this bearish structure we're breaking out from is definitely a very long term one. I mean, we've been bearish like this since practically against these assets. So if this my optimistic projection plays out and this just turns into a fake out and we just sort of like have a January reversal that just comes all the way up, you know I mean something like this definitely won't hurt, right? It wouldn't absolutely hurt for us to just, I don't know, one candle engulf all of this previous month of bearish activity. It's not gonna hurt if we have that. Oh boy, it's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be such a very nice outcome, in my opinion, right? And then we just get to blast off straight to new all-time highs. uh when you just get to draw stupid lines on a chart like this, it's very beautiful in it. But yeah, jokes apart, and there's my optimistic squiggles apart. I'm actually expecting this to play out a little more, just like I said in the previous streams. I expect this to play out for like a few more months. So whether we're gonna see the ratios bleed as a result of LTC going down, which I don't think is going to be the case. Honestly, I think we're just going to continue to move sideways while these metals continue to find new all-time highs, particularly silver. because that's against it's not been doing much against gold, right? It's the size of these candles. It's basically still been stuck at this like 0.02 range. Uh, but yeah, we'll see. Right? We'll see how it goes. So this is against gold, basically not doing very much. The main move is happening in silver. Okay, I'm gonna switch this to the monthly so we can look at it. Oh boy. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's not as aggressive as the move against silver. Not even close. Like, look at that. Look at the violence and that breakdown against silver. You can compare that to what we're doing against gold. Yeah, basically that's all of my rant about that's the end of my rant about the ratios. We're just gonna have to watch how things play out, in my opinion. But until then, I guess all we can do is I don't know, our best to stay grounded. Honestly, stay grounded, and yeah, that's basically all I could say. Honestly, while we wait for all of this to resolve, I think I have to take all of those diagram out. I have to take all of those squiggly lines out of this so that things look much better. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bum bum bum. Okay, now it looks good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I have exceeded my plan limits. I have to pay for trading view. Bro. Do I have to? Why do I have to? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna load. I'm gonna load the LTC USD chart. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna load the USD chart up here, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Because I don't really have anything to talk about. Honestly, I just didn't have anything to talk about today. I just wanted to just update those that are looking at the metals chart, so we get to look at it. And I gotta hang out with y'all, but I don't think y'all are in the hanging out mood, bro. Like, the whole space is absolutely depressed. But on on the HTF, we haven't really done much. Honestly, it's quite strange in my opinion how Litecoin has managed to sort of create max pain without really doing much. I think that's one of the things that we take for granted for when it comes to Litecoin. Like, if you see other assets, if you actually hold other alts, and these coins are going down in market downturns, it's like we keep saying this thing where, oh, LTC doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything, blah blah blah. But like, yo, LTC finding its consolidation in such a way where it doesn't do anything, I take that over other altcoins that are basically destroying wealth in rates that you would absolutely not wish upon your worst enemy. Like, these things are absolute dumpster fire of people's resources, these other alts. And then we've got LTC right here that's just practically chilling. Honestly, like, this dude's just doing absolutely nothing. It's just there on the USD chart waiting for its moment to shine. And yeah, LTC is just a unique asset that behaves that way. Even most of the major alts don't even do that. And LTC is pretty stable in the ratios. Scary stable in the ratios, especially over the last like 2-3 years. It's actually been it's been a beautiful sight to see. Like, the more we've been actually the more time passes, and the more the charts have sort of progressed, the more stable we seem to be on the ratios, especially against other major alts and other major coins. For example, against Ethereum, against BTC, we seem to be pretty stable. And things are actually looking up. Honestly, I have no worry in the world. Honestly, I think the only thing that's gonna make me start to worry or like get to a point where the price is gonna start to bother me is when or if Bitcoin starts like breaking down, in a very severe way, and every single person is talking about like technical problems that are related to Bitcoin, you know. And if that happens
Light,
and Litecoin's
motherfucker.
going with it, and it's not like a technical problem that Litecoin actually solves, then I'm gonna start getting worried. But if it's just the price that's just moving erratically, in ways that appear to me to be, designed to just cause mass liquidations, or to just transfer all of those coins to the hands of you know the wealthy people, the cabals, whoever are the people that are controlling all of these markets. It's just not my business. I just don't care, honestly. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think we've got a comment. Who's here? Oh my God! Yo, welcome to the stream, Arcanum. I think I missed your comment for a little bit. Uh, from almost 4 petahashes to just over 2.6 petahashes. Are you talking about the hash rate? Are you talking about the hash rate? Did the hash rate drop? Did we get a serious hash rate drop? If that's the case, I need to look at that. Some Tell me something, Arcanum. What's going on? What actually fell from 4 petahashes to 2.6 petahashes? That sounds like Litecoin's hash rate, because I know we're very close to 4 petahashes. Hold on.
Why do you keep speculating in a space like this? Putting scams and ruggers and things. Damn me if you're getting liquidated by pretending the fishes and the useless tokens like this. Why did you quit so that making me your best? And shout to the somebody. Shit, delicious, sweet
I'm gonna have to pull that up.
Deep in your eyes, embrace the light. Come
The first comment. Read the first comment. Yo, I didn't see your first comment. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's from this streaming app, but I'm not able to see it. If you've given a comment before, I wasn't able to see it. Oh my God! Look at that. Yo, that's actually a sharp drop. That's actually a sharp drop that we're seeing in the hash rate. What? I think it has something to do with the price, doesn't it? It's basically just responding to the charts. I think prices are really down, so we don't have a lot of miners mining this stuff. I mean, it's probably going to be something related to miner profitability. Ooh. Yo, why the frick is Starlink bugging like this? Starlink is bugging today, bro. Come on, make a good first impression, brother. I'm gonna look at this. Okay, I think I'm gonna get concerned about LTC's hash rate if we're not doing the exact same thing as Doge. Oh, we're doing the exact same thing as Doge. Well, at least, right on. Yeah, that's what I think is happening. They're just turning off the machines while profits are low. I think that I mean, as long as we're moving in tandem with Doge, like it's not like the hash rate is escaping to like another proof of work coin, right? If that's the case, well, then I start to get worried. But yeah, that's a big drop. And that when did that drop actually start happening? Let's look at it. So I'm gonna try to expand that. Let's see when that. So yeah, we did get all the way to. So this was 7th of December. We're about 3.7 petahashes, and we went all the way from 3.7 petahashes to 2.7. Holy smokes! Holy schmackaroonies, bro! That's a huge drop. I was just saying hi and hope you're well. Yo, man, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I'm well. Hi. How are you doing, bro? I missed you on the last stream. I don't think you showed up in the last stream. Or kind of you didn't show up in the last stream. It's been a while since you actually stopped by and said hi while we were live. It's a refreshing aura to have you here, though. Appreciate you for showing up, brother. This stream sponsored by Star. No, it's not. No, it's not. We don't have sponsors on the Light Hour live stream. We don't. We're just doing our thing. But yeah, I mean, we did get a Starlink to make things better, to make the streams better, and yeah, it's definitely a lot better. But I'm still having a few glitches, especially when I'm opening multiple windows or multiple tabs in my browser. But yeah, that's basically it. It's definitely made it better. Besides that, I'm not having any major glitch or any major lags, so I'm very grateful. Let me see what's happening with Bitcoin as well. I want to know what's happening with BTC's hash rate. Oh. Oh. Why is BTC's hash rate not dropping with it? Like BTC's hash rate looks relatively good, right? It's like What? Thanks, bro. Yeah, your stream is always at 5 a.m. for me here. So it's only if I've been up all night working that I can catch you on. What? 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 Bro, you're a legend. What the flip, bro? Like GG, bro. Like GG, bro. Like, bro. We locked in, okay? We locked in. We bros. Hey, 5 a.m. 5 freaking a.m. and you're up here to like stay and hang out and and vibe with me and have conversations with me, bro. Hey, we're locked in, okay? We're locked in. I want to dap myself up to like represent your hand. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna wake this. So yeah, so I'm dapping myself up on your behalf. Let's go. Let's dap it up, bro. Let's dap it up. Yeah, bro. Oh no, that just sounded like an applause. What the freak was that? So yeah, it's more like it. Dap me up. Holy. Yeah, it's a mosquito right there. Ta-da! That's your daily dose of mosquitoes. Dude thought it was gonna bite me, but I was faster. Yeah, man. Shout out to you. 5 a.m., bro. 5 a.m. Like, these streams are like 11 p.m. my time, and I'm like, oh boy, this stream's relating to the night. But 5 a.m. and you still catch it, bro, man. Bro, appreciate you. Honestly, Arcanum, bro. Honestly, like, I appreciate you so much. You've actually been like a very long-term supporter of mine, like ever since the Free Master days. I never forget things like that, bro. I never forget things like that. You're an absolute G. You're awesome. You're awesome. Shout out to you. So yeah, let's look at that. Let's look at Bitcoin's hash rate. We're gonna be ending the stream in about 15 minutes, so we're gonna keep it at 1 hour, on the dot, so we don't drag it for too much. But yeah, basically, look at that. Look at BTC's hash rate. It's it's basically steady. I don't know why we had this big drop, because it's like Bitcoin has not are you sure this hash rate drop is not natural? You sure about that? Because I don't know why. It's like Bitcoin has had a drop. I mean, since when the hash rate dump happened? Since when the hash rate dump happened, Bitcoin has not, Litecoin has not dropped by far too much than Bitcoin has, right? It's not, I don't know. I think I have to pull up the charts again. Hold on. Let's look at this. Because this just doesn't make sense that we should have this much of a drop in hash rate and Bitcoin's hash rate should just remain practically untouched. And by the way, we've had steeper drops in price for Litecoin, but the hash rate did not follow. And now that we have this drop that's basically a little shallow. I mean, this drop's not deep, right? It's not steep. We've had steeper drops and we've stayed there for much longer. For Litecoin and Doge. But no, nothing's actually led to the type of hash rate dump that we're seeing. I have to pull this up, right? Look at it. Feels unnatural. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Feels very, very unnatural. No, I think I have to pull up. So let's at it, right? Let's look at the daily. Oh, bro, when you zoom into the weekly, definitely doesn't look too beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this. When was December? So this is this is Tuesday, 9th of December, and this is 6th of December, 8th of December, 9th of December. So yeah, we've been having that decline begin since 6th of December all the way here, right? 6th of December. So we're gonna quickly look at how much we've actually dropped by since the 6th of December. So the 6th of December, I'm just pick this out. Hold on. So I'm just gonna do like a little pick to throw to see by how much we've dropped in that time period, and do the same, comparison to Bitcoin. And because I wonder why Bitcoin hasn't done the same. So we're basically down 16% peak off over a time period when the price is actually gone. The hash rate has actually experienced that dump. So let's look at the same for Bitcoin, basically. See what the chart say in the same time period. So where's the 6th of December? Okay, Bitcoin's not been down by that much since 6th of December. I mean, yeah, it's like 10%. Like, yeah, Bitcoin's still down like 10, down 16, and Bitcoin is down by 10%. Yet we see this sharp drop in hash rate for Litecoin and Dogecoin, but we don't have the same for Bitcoin. It's actually very interesting. It's strange, I'm not gonna lie, because this is a hash rate shave of how many percent, bro? Like, we're gonna count this from like 3.7 to what the freak are we? So 3.7 to where are we? 2.7. So gonna do that, bro. So it's basically more than a 35%. Definitely more than 35%. It's a 3.7 minus 2.7. So yeah, divided by 3.7, basically 26%, 27%. Yeah, basically 27%. So we're down 16. We're down 16% LTC USD, but the hash rate is down by about 27% in the same time period. And Bitcoin has been down. Bitcoin's been down 10%. And oh boy, what's that? Bitcoin's been down like 10%, and Bitcoin's hash rate looks pristine. It doesn't look like it's even experienced not even anything like even a mere hiccup. It's just doing its thing. It's actually very interesting, honestly. It's very interesting. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit down here and act like I do know what it is. But from what I've observed, right, it's not always a perfect correlation, between these assets. That's what I've observed. Like I said, between these assets, it's not always a perfect correlation between price and the hash rate. That's what I've noticed. Not always a perfect correlation. It's barely a perfect correlation. Like we've had times when Litecoin's price was basically tanking so much, and the hash rate was basically, I mean, okay. Like the hash rate was okay. It was sometimes we would crash so hard, we'd have a little drop in the hash rate, and then it just normalizes. And we've gone all the way to 60 something, right? I think we did 63 earlier this year, and we didn't even have a dump in the hash rate. But it's not. I don't know what any of this thing that's currently doing is. So let's look at Doge. Let's look at if I've not been monitoring Doge at all, right? I've not been dodging monitoring Doge. So let me look at Dogecoin. Maybe that is where our predicament is. I mean, Doge had a very scary fall since October 10th, and just hasn't made any effort to even try to recover any of its lost ground. LTC continues to fight, but like that's basically it's just fighting. But Doge, no, it's not. So where's the 6th of December? So let me see. So 6th of December is basically here. So I'm just gonna use this as the peak. So peak to throw, what is it for Doge? Gonna look at that. Holy smoke. Around about 20% peak to throw. I think, yeah, Doge is definitely our fair enough, Ref. I have no idea either. Just thought it was a little strange, especially because hash rate tends to precede price. Yeah, actually. So I'm showing this right now. I don't think hash rate always precedes price. I've not seen the correlation myself, but that's just me. I've not seen the correlation myself. Might be the case. I've just not observed it. And sometimes I've seen, like I said before, times when the the price practically was going down, but like hash rate was pretty okay. So yeah, I haven't seen that correlation myself, but I'm looking at it basically, and I'm seeing something. I mean, LTC is down like I showed about 16%, right? Bitcoin's down about 10%, but Doge is down like 20%. And I mean, most of our miner revenue, most of the miner incentive is coming from Doge, right? So Doge is pretty much the biggest feeder of the ecosystem. So Doge is practically the S-script breadwinner at the moment. So all of the miners make their money from Doge. They make the bulk of their revenues from Doge. And so Doge being down by this much might explain something. But why I continue to say again, like the correlations are not perfect, is that you look at why is the drop just happening? I mean, Doge has been dropping into this. Like it's not as though like the price was down, and then we can like say, okay, that is a perfect parallel to what we're seeing in the hash rate, right? But no, that's not the case actually. Like all the while, okay, so we're gonna do from 10th of October. So if we can look at it, right? If we look at it, basically Doge has been on a steady decline since the 10th of October. So we had this 10th of October nuke, and it tried to have a relief rally, but yeah, it's just, and look at what we see with the hash rate, right? So so look at what we see in the hash rate is that since 10th of October, we're trending up. So we're trending up with regards to the hash rate. We're doing that. We just kept going up and up and up. I mean, we went all the way from about 3 petahashes from 10 on 1010. We had the flash crash. The flash crash didn't even do anything to the hash rate. So we had 3 petahashes 1010. 1011 we had 3 petahashes, not even a drop. So we didn't have a drop when in the hash rate when we I have to show that again. So this is it. I have it here. So this is 1010. yeah, 1010, we didn't see the drop. 1011, we didn't see the drop all the way. 1110, let's look at November 10. So okay, we had a drop that just came uh almost a month after, like 25 days after. That's when we saw the first drop, after. So yeah, I'm not really seeing the correlation being perfect. Okay, yeah, maybe it's a stronger correlation with BTC than I think. Maybe actually, I haven't even taken my time to look at what the correlation is like with Bitcoin, but yeah, maybe it is. But I've been paying attention to that of Litecoin a little bit, right? Because sometimes I make the post about Litecoin, hash rate going to all time highs and all of this stuff, this positive stuff. So I'm a bit more conscious about what the hash rate's doing in correlation with the price with LTC. So price tends to lag hash rate by a few weeks to months on BTC. Oh, tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. I've actually not taken my time to pay attention to that about BTC. Tell me more about it. I want to know more about that. I'm looking at this sharp drop. One thing that is certain is that this sharp drop, I'm not seeing anything that I can point out to be a factor that directly led to it. Because even though Doge and Litecoin down 16%, we've evidently seen times where we're down even more, and we've actually been going down preceding this, but the hash rate just continued to go up instead. So yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know what. Who knows? Pull out the AM card, right? Oh, we're being manipulated. No, I don't pull that out. But yeah, it's definitely strange. So let me see if we've had a severe drop like that in a while. Like, when was this? So I think I'm seeing a little pattern here from 2019. Okay, so we had this drop in 2019 that was very visible in the long-term chart, basically. So you can see that what's basically the HTF equivalent of the hash rate chart. You can see that we've had sudden drops. I don't think we've had ones that are this severe, or at least maybe just because we're like orders of magnitudes higher in terms of hash rate compared to where we were before. But I don't think we've seen anything that okay, so this was this was definitely a very mass shave. So this was 380 terahashes. We went all the way from 380 terahashes to about 170 terahashes. Interesting. And this was June of 2021, I guess. Yeah, that was when we had that mid-market crash in the 2021 during the 2021 bull market. That's what I can interpret, or that's what I can sort of like correlate with my memory. So yeah, that's when we had a crash. That was actually more severe than this. This is more like a 27% shave that we got for, when it comes to the hash rate. But that was actually a much steeper one. That was more than a 50%, shave. Let's see. This is another, practically another very massive shave that we got. So this was July 13th of 2019. So we got all the way to 523 terahashes. Then we had that mass collapse to 310 terahashes, 305 terahashes. So more like a 30-something% drop. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm pretty tired, and I'm no expert about that. However, as a proof of work coin, a climbing or strong hash rate has in the past indicated that price will rise shortly after ahead of increased profitability. Yeah, actually, like historically, that has been the case. I don't know how relevant the like hash rate is anymore to the price nowadays, but this is just my opinion. Again, I'm no expert as well, just a dude talking, right? But what I've noticed, I mean, there's a lot about the hash rate, right? That is not, because hash rate before used to just be this, you know, one-off yardstick, this end-all be-all metric for network security. But then as chips have definitely gotten more efficient, more powerful, and we've basically had specialized miners that are much better than what we used to have back in the day, right? It's quite frankly, you know you can really scale the hash rate without actually increasing network participants that much by simply swapping out for better and better efficient mining equipment. And so that's a way where you can see hash rate go up without network participation going up that much. And so that's definitely something to consider, right? I mean, that's something to consider in while looking at this hash rate charts, is that they are no longer the just one shot explanation of network security for proof of work coins that they used to be. But I mean, they do signal something, right? I mean, a rising hash rate that's going up very exponentially would still signal significant strength in the network, and will still signal that I mean, the network is significantly healthy. I mean, there are people interested in this thing to spend all of that energy mining it, right? So that's something that it's still worth a lot, and in my opinion, still our best shot. It's still our best shot at trying to know exactly whether or not a network is being actively participated in, versus one that's not actually being actively participated in, right? I mean, a rising hash rate might not necessarily mean the network participation or network security is rising that much, but a dwindling hash rate definitely means that the network security is going down. So just having it rise is just something that's good overall to see. Yeah, so it's definitely something that's interesting, for sure. I see what you mean. Yeah, man, that's basically what I mean in a nutshell. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what is going to look like, over the next year or two or three or four or five, basically. Again, one of the things I think about Litecoin wins in every scenario, and that's part of the reason why I'm confident. If there's a continuation to this bull market, as usual, Litecoin's gonna win. And if this is the end of the musical chairs of crypto, this is the absolute end of the musical chairs, the poo-poo coins and all of that, Litecoin wins, because Litecoin is the antithesis of all of that bullshit. And when a space is experiencing like a downturn or something, all of that liquidity, all of that capital energy just doesn't disappear. It migrates, it moves somewhere. So if the hyped up bullshit narratives are getting tired, everything just moves to what's better structured and what's more consistent and what's more secure. I mean, it's basically the whole thesis around why metals end up going up during economic uncertainties, like the economy is bad or the economy is quite uncertain, or investors are not very confident in the outlook of the economy, and then they run to these things, because again, all of that capital energy has to move somewhere, so they run to these things. So whatever is going to look like, it's still going to be very positive, in my opinion, for Litecoin. It's just that from my interpretation, if we're getting the latter, then it's definitely going to be extremely difficult before we finally get there. Like there's going to be a lot of pain before we have that rotation into Litecoin, as people try to escape all of the other bullshit that they're holding and to try to hold this more established asset. So we're probably going to see a lot more pain before we get to that, if that is the scenario we're getting. But if we're going to see just a euphoric run that actually cuts across the whole ecosystem, Litecoin still benefits. Definitely, I'd rather have LTC in the long long run, no matter what happens. Yes, honestly, I don't like in the whole crypto space. I've really looked at it. I don't really see a lot more cryptos that actually have the type of fundamental strength that Litecoin has, the long term, the long term. What's the word? The long term. Oh my God! I lost my train of thought there, but yeah, Shiba you. The long-term history, the consistency, all of the beautiful things about Litecoin, right? There's not many coins that actually have that. I'm gonna argue only Bitcoin has that, besides Litecoin. And then Litecoin also has the beautiful thing of the fact that it's literally the only asset that has any significant shot at competing with Bitcoin. If that was all Litecoin was, just the only coin that is position to compete with Bitcoin at some point, that is enough reason, in my opinion, to just support Litecoin, because at some point the Bitcoin guys are definitely going to have to face some competition. It's not like Bitcoin is a company that can have, let's say, oh, we can point to, oh, look at our balance sheet, look at how much profit we're making, look at our competitors aren't making this much profit, they're not selling this much product, you don't need to buy their stock. That's not the same thing with Bitcoin. These are assets. It's like commodity. It's like gold and silver. Like once one gets expensive, it gets very difficult to move. Speculators start getting tired of it. They're simply going to port to whatever is next that they can move much easily, right? And when you look at in the same sector, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin is definitely the one that's positioned best to actually tap from all of that when it comes to Bitcoin. If that alone was all Litecoin had to offer, then Litecoin is still worth holding over like 99% of stuff, because there's just so much, value potential that Litecoin is positioned to capitalize that other altcoins just aren't positioned to capitalize from. Like, if I look at something like Chainlink, I always think about it like I bought another small stack today at 75-ish, mixed the quick drop to 72. I hope it holds here though. Yeah, man, you're a legend. You're a G. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. One LTC. If it drops, some people are definitely going to be scooping more. I'm not expecting it to drop too much, but we never can tell, because there are a lot of people that are interested in buying like 60 something bucks Litecoin. A lot of people that have been calling for it for a very long time now, 60 something, 50 something, even 20 something, bro. Like people are calling for stuff. We just have to look at it. So yeah, like I was saying, I always ask myself again, what are the potential customers for XYZ, right? And it's like, you look at XRP, right? I mean, I don't see, like, XRP is the alpha and omega when it comes to what it's trying to be, right? It's the number one coin in its own whatever little niche of, I don't know, centralized, pretend decentralized bank token niche that it is. It's like, it's the biggest asset in that space. Like, if you want to talk about what is the value potential that you can get from XRP, then you're going to have to start talking about hypotheticals. Oh, maybe this, or maybe that. Chainlink, when it comes to Oracle tokens, whatever it's trying to be, it's like the alpha omega in that sector. So if you want to think about what the value potential of Chainlink can be, how far it can go, you're going to have to start involving some hypotheticals, start saying, oh, maybe this, maybe that. And you look at other altcoins, is basically the same, right? For Solana, it's very easy for you to say, oh, look at what Ethereum's already done, right? Solana's already doing this. So, I mean, if we can close some of this gap against Ethereum, look at what we're going to get. And it's like, for Litecoin, it's just the same thing, but against Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin's already done this, right? Litecoin is pretty much the only asset that is positioned to compete with Bitcoin. Then once you have the reverse move, look at all we can get. And you don't have to involve a lot of hypotheticals to try to understand the value potential that Litecoin offers. And if that is quite literally all that you got, like that Litecoin has to offer, bro, like that's a lot. And then you now have the fact that it has this robust, this robust ecosystem, this robust security framework, and also, very passionate community, very nice history, very solid adoption level, usage metrics, and all of this. It's like, yeah, bro, I don't know what else that's worth holding, in my opinion. Probably Monero and like the other like coins that are actually, fairly distributed monies like Litecoin. Um, but they're doing the whole privacy thing. Maybe those, but I still think because of Litecoin's access to institutional flows and all of that, and the fact that it's not necessarily trying to antagonize governments while trying to give people self-sovereignty through MWeb and all that, it just makes it a much better value. It allows capital flow. It gives capital flow the path of least resistance. And in my opinion, that's very important when you're trying to gauge where opportunity is, right? If capital is going to, experience some restraint trying to flow into that, then there's just not that much pool of capital that's looking to flow there, right? Whether or not we like it, majority of capital still cares about, still care about regulations. Majority of capital still wants to be compliant, right? That's why you have all of these assets, trillions of dollars of assets trading in ETFs, trading all of this regulated, structures. And so Litecoin just has by far the most potential. Like, I really don't care whatever this chart does. Honestly, I really don't care how long it takes. And I'm just going to try to end the stream with this. Again, we just have to keep finding the balance as individuals. What we just have to try to do for ourselves is find the balance, honestly, like find the balance, portfolio wise as well. I mean, you could try to, make sure your personal investments, this is not financial advice, but this is just what I would do, right? Find a balance so that, if Litecoin's going down in the moment, it's not hurting you in a way that can actually like negatively impact your life so much that you can have like this feeling of discomfort. And also manage your expectations and understand that the way Litecoin is positioned to take its time, and it doesn't have anything to prove. And it really couldn't care less whatever you thought of it. So there's no rush for it to pump. And, the best things take time. That's the way I perceive it. That's the way I look at it. Anyways, I think we have to end the stream now, bro. I think you need to catch some sleep. I think I need to go finish up some videos that I was editing before I get some sleep. Shout out to you, brother, for staying up very late into the night to catch this stream. You're an absolute legend, bro, man. Appreciate you, bro. Honestly, like appreciate you for your support. I absolutely love Monero, but I'm not interested in being involved in the community. And also, they need to finish the latest upgrades. Full membership proof before I'll hold substantial funds on chain. That's a good take, actually. That's a good take. I don't really have a lot of opinions on Monero. I think their ideas are benign. Yeah, I think their ideas are benign. I think privacy is good. I don't know why anyone would need like Monero level privacy. Again, don't nobody come after me, okay? It's just my train of thought. This is how I perceive it for now. I don't see why anybody needs that level of privacy, but I get it. But that's just from my perception of most Western governments not being malignant, or being as malicious as what we have in the third world countries. And those governments are the ones that the people that are advocating for the Monero level privacy are, advocating against. I don't see them being that bad that would require that level of complaint to the point where we need that level of privacy. But that's just me. I don't know. I'm learning. Again, this is a journey. I've been learning a lot. I mean, I was definitely not in the, I definitely didn't know enough about Litecoin to be disengaged in the ethos and the things Litecoin stood for. But right now, look at me. I'm learning. I'm starting to understand that. So of course, as I go on my journey, I'm going to continue to learn more about that. But yeah, that's about that, man. Thanks so much. Get some good sleep too. Yeah, you as well. Thank you so much. I have to end the stream now. It's really nice getting to chat with you. Shout out to your Arcanum for stopping by. Shout out to UV Star Baby. I know you couldn't catch the stream because you had to run some errands, as you said, but shout out to you as well. Shout out to NVK. Shout out to all of y'all. Love you guys. Hurts. Y'all stay lit, stay positive. Love you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys again on Saturday. So Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. Again, that's when we host it. 5 p.m. EST as usual. I'm thinking of pushing up the stream to 4 p.m. EST. to try to accommodate for our international audience, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm going to give you all an update on how we're going to do that. But yeah, that's the end of the stream. Shout out to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, remember, this is the Light Hour live stream. We host it every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and 5 p.m. EST. And it's a Litecoin dedicated podcast, so we get to keep the Litecoin conversation running. So bye bye, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream on Saturday.